During a Houses of Parliament debate on foreign policy matters, British Foreign Secretary David Miliband spoke about the ongoing disasters in China and Burma and how authorities were dealing with help.
Mr. Speaker, may I support
As we debate here today, people are dying by the score in Burma, and the Burmese regime are unconscionably holding up the supply of foreign aid. Honourable members across the House will share my anger that any government could show such a callous disregard for its responsibility towards its own citizens. The Prime Minister made clear yesterday that Britain will do everything possible to make a difference. We've pledged £5 million of assistance, a UK aid flight has left for Burma, and more are planned this week. A DFID team is on the ground there. We are examining all options for getting this aid through and getting the message through to the Burmese regime that their obstructionism is completely intolerable. We have, over the past 12 days, supported the use of any and all UN action that will help. We will continue to do so. The only test is whether the action saves lives in Burma.
A point reinforced by Foreign Office Minister Meg Munn.
We are pressing to get that aid in. We know that what's important is not just the physical aid, which is already under great pressure, but also the need to have people who can distribute that. There are development workers on the ground, but they are not disaster relief experts. We need disaster relief experts in there, and Burma needs to let those people in now.
There was also a strong need for neighbouring countries to help too.
What's bullish and what's bearish? The first best option, by a long, long way, is for the Burmese government to stand up for its responsibilities. I'd also say to him, and I think that I'm sure there is cross-party agreement on this, we have been pressing very hard that ASEAN has an important role to play. The neighbouring countries, which will inevitably have to provide the basis for any sort of humanitarian or military help, have got a critical role to play. And that's why we've been on the phone and in person through ambassadors in capitals, talking directly to ASEAN countries, and I'm sure that has support across the House.
Then on to China and the disaster there.
I'm sure I speak for the whole House in wanting to extend our deepest sympathies to the friends and families of all those affected and commend the Chinese government on its rapid and efficient response to the crisis. Our relationship with China is strong and growing. The government believes that engagement with China is firmly in the UK's national interest. China's development offers opportunities for cooperation and advancement on key global challenges. Our engagement also allows us to tackle all issues with China, including on human rights and internal reform. My right honourable friend, the Foreign Secretary, has spoken to his counterpart in China only just before these questions, making that point. And I understand that China is now requesting international support for the situation. And we know that the position in China is much better than that in Burma. There is much more infrastructure, and the government is much more capable of supporting that. We know that the situation in Burma is dreadful, and that without the help and support that is being readily offered by the international community, many, many more people will die, and we will continue to urge China to make those points, as indeed we are to other countries around the region, to make those points to the Burmese government. This is not a political issue, this is a humanitarian issue. On the issue of climate change, we are in discussions with them on development of technology, and we will continue to work on those issues which do affect all of us, and we do need to have that international cooperation.
Britain has pledged both aid and support to both China and Burma.